Peace, family. This is Lion with another news and commentary. Family of Antwon Rose Jr. is planning to file a lawsuit against the Pittsburgh Police Department of excessive force. So I'm going to go ahead and play this news clip, and I'm going to give you the rest of my commentary.
The parents of the teenager who was shot and killed by an East Pittsburgh police officer have now filed a civil lawsuit in federal court. Good afternoon. I'm Stacey Smith.
And I'm Christine Sorensen. The wrongful death suit alleges that excessive and deadly force was used on 17-year-old Antwon Rose. Amy Wattis reports.
This federal wrongful death lawsuit was filed late last night here in U.S. District Court. Now, we spoke to the attorney representing the Rose family. He says he's suing the borough of East Pittsburgh, its officials, and Officer Michael Rosfeld because he says they failed the Rose family and the community as a whole.
I think when you're looking at a system-wide failure, you have to attack the system from the head down.
Fred Rabner is representing the Rose family and says East Pittsburgh should expect to see the lawsuit sometime today.
This suit essentially is to seek answers, how and why this could happen, primarily. Second of all, obviously, to seek justice.
In the suit, Antwon Rose II's parents say Officer Michael Rosfeld used excessive and deadly force, resulting in the unlawful shooting death of their son. It goes on to say that Rosfeld's tone and demeanor was so aggressive that it caused the occupants in the car, including Rose, to fear for their lives.
Rosfeld was in no immediate danger. No one else was in immediate danger when he fired the shots into the back of young Antwon Rose. We also feel that he didn't follow proper police procedure. He acted alone rather than waiting for backup.
Rabner says the borough of East Pittsburgh needs to be held responsible too.
There was almost no training of this officer. There were no standard 8 operating procedures for the East Pittsburgh Police Department, which is unacceptable.
The Rose family is asking for unspecified damages as well as punitive damages and other costs. But most of all,
they want to bring light to this problem in our country. They want answers about how this could happen. And they really just want justice, and they want a long-lasting memory of their son to endure forever.
Amy Wattis, KDKA TV News.
Okay, you heard the video, ladies and gentlemen, and according to the families, they just want answers of what really happened to their son, Antwon Rose. Now, if y'all don't heard what happened, that Antwon Rose in East Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he ran out of the car when a police officer shot him at least 3 times in the back, killing him. So right now, the police officer did not even seek criminal charges in that case, and the families are very frustrated with that. So what they did was, starting today, they leave no other choice but to file a federal wrongful death suit against the East Pittsburgh Police Department, basically showing that they're not giving them what they wanted to hear. They giving them the runaround, and the families have a right to do that, because obviously they did give him a runaround. I mean, really, Antwon Rose didn't threaten these officers at all. In fact, he ran away from these officers. He didn't got no weapon or anything like that. Now remember, they said that they found weapons in the car, but it turns out that the guns did not even register for what happened previously in the drive-by shooting of a 22-year-old man before that. They didn't. Antwon Rose didn't have anything to do with it. And if the police was really serious about, capture these guys that were responsible of that drive-by shooting, why did they let the driver go? And they held up the driver of that vehicle that claimed that it was involved in a drive-by shooting. So, ladies and gentlemen, it shows that the families were still frustrated because they still want answers of what happened, and obviously that Antwon Rose was unarmed. He was running away from the officer. The officer shot him 3 times in the back, killing him, and there's no responsibility. So I can completely understand why the families are got their attorneys to file filing federal wrongful termination suit against the East Pittsburgh Police Department. So hopefully we will see how this story play out. But hopefully, I hope they get the families of Antwon Rose will get justice in the death of their son, because obviously they still didn't give them what they want to hear, and police are still trying to figure out why. I mean, if you know that these are the suspects that were involved in that shooting, why didn't you let the driver go? And it proved that Antwon Rose didn't have anything to do with that drive-by shooting before that incident took place. So this is crazy. And again, like I said, that the family has a right to sue them, which I'm glad they're pursuing this. So I hope things will work out, and I hope they finally get justice for Antwon Rose. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this story. Share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my reaction channel. And subscribe to my Black Johnson channel for any more news and commentary. With that being said, it's Lions Den signing off. Deuces.